stars. Fans were treated to a compelling exchange between two of the company's biggest names, with Rollins challenging the tribal chief's actions and authority. This confrontation not only advanced ongoing storylines, but also emphasized WWE's ability to create drama without relying solely on in-ring action. The aftermath of Bronson Reed's attack. Earlier in the night, Roman Reigns confronted Bronson Reed backstage, resulting in a powerful display of dominance that left Reed shaken. This action was intended to assert Roman's authority and protect the Bloodline's reputation, but it also drew attention from other superstars. Seth Rollins, known for his fiery personality and sense of justice, could not ignore what had happened. The segment began with a palpable tension, as everyone backstage seemed to sense that a confrontation between Reigns and Rollins was inevitable. Seth Rollins' entrance. Seth Rollins made his way backstage with his characteristic intensity, eyes locked on Roman Reigns. His body language immediately communicated both anger and determination. Rollins has always been a voice of challenge and rebellion in WWE, and this segment reinforced that aspect of his character. Fans watching at home were immediately drawn in as Rollins entered the scene, signaling that this wasn't just another backstage argument. It was a clash between two major forces in the company. The confrontation begins. Rollins approached Reigns directly, demanding answers for the attack on Bronson Reed. Roman, as expected, remained calm, sitting back in his locker room with Paul Heyman nearby, radiating the authority that has defined his reign as the tribal chief. The tension between the two men was immediate and electric. Rollins, refusing to back down, called out Reigns for his aggressive tactics, questioning whether such behavior was necessary. The segment balanced intensity and character development perfectly, showcasing both men's personalities without requiring physical action. Roman Reigns' calm authority. What made Roman Reigns' character so compelling during this scene was his ability to maintain calm authority, even under verbal attack. Unlike Rollins, who relied on emotion and intensity, Reigns responded with measured words and subtle expressions. He explained his actions toward Bronson Reed in terms of respect, hierarchy, and family dynamics, reinforcing his leadership within the bloodline. This approach made Reigns feel more imposing, as it suggested that his power stems not only from physical dominance, but also from calculated control and strategy. Seth Rollins' moral standpoint. Seth Rollins' role in this segment was equally important. Known as the Architect, Rollins has a history of standing up to injustice, and his challenge to Reigns showcased this side of his character. Rollins argued that Reigns' attack on Reed went too far, emphasizing fairness and decency. This moral standpoint made fans sympathize with Rollins, highlighting WWE's ability to create compelling storytelling through character conflict, rather than physical altercation alone. Rollins' energy and passion were palpable, creating a perfect contrast to Roman's composed demeanor. Paul Heyman's subtle role. Paul Heyman, ever the strategic advisor, played a critical role in this backstage segment. His nervous glances and careful reactions emphasized the high stakes of the confrontation. Heyman has always been the voice of reason and manipulation within the bloodline, and his presence underscored that Reigns' actions are calculated and observed even by his closest allies. Heyman's subtle expressions and body language added depth to the scene, making it clear that while Reigns is confident, he also operates in a world of careful alliances and strategic thinking. The tension escalates. As Rollins continued to challenge Roman, the intensity of the confrontation grew. Reigns maintained his calm but firm stance, reminding Rollins that the bloodline's hierarchy and authority are not to be questioned lightly. The segment effectively used dialogue, pacing, and camera angles to create tension that felt almost cinematic. Fans could sense that at any moment, the verbal confrontation could escalate into a physical showdown, keeping the audience engaged throughout the entire segment. Character development for both men. This segment was a win for character development on both sides. Roman Reigns was reaffirmed as the authoritative, strategic leader of the bloodline, while Seth Rollins' boldness and integrity were on full display. By confronting Reigns, Rollins reminded viewers why he is considered one of WWE's most compelling characters, someone willing to speak out and act on principle. This interplay deepened fans' understanding of both characters, making future interactions between them even more intriguing. WWE's mastery of backstage storytelling. This confrontation highlighted WWE's ability to tell engaging stories without relying on a ring match. Through dialogue, emotion, and subtle cues, WWE made viewers care deeply about the outcome. The tension between Reigns and Rollins felt real and consequential, proving that backstage segments can be just as impactful as in-ring action. By focusing on character motivations and reactions, WWE created a moment that will be remembered by fans as a key development in ongoing storylines. Building anticipation for future storylines. The segment set the stage for potential future rivalries between Rollins, Reigns, and even Bronson Reed. By confronting Roman, Rollins inserted himself into the bloodline narrative, creating opportunities for complex interactions, alliances, or conflicts. WWE's storytelling approach ensures that small moments, like a backstage argument, can evolve into full-fledged storylines, keeping viewers invested over multiple episodes. Fans are now left eagerly anticipating how Reigns will respond to Rollins' challenge in the coming weeks. The importance of respect and authority. At its core, this segment emphasized themes of respect and authority. Roman's attack on Bronson Reed was framed as an assertion of leadership and dominance, while Rollins' challenge represented accountability and integrity. The conflict between these principles created a narrative tension that resonated with audiences. WWE effectively used this moment to explore complex character motivations, showing that even seemingly simple backstage interactions can carry emotional weight and narrative significance. Conclusion: Seth Rollins, confronting Roman Reigns backstage over his attack on Bronson Reed, created a tense, compelling, and character-driven moment on Raw. The segment highlighted Roman's calm authority, Rollins' moral conviction, and Paul Heyman's subtle influence, balancing drama and intensity perfectly. Fans were captivated by the confrontation, which advanced the storyline while deepening character dynamics. This backstage exchange reinforced WWE's ability to tell engaging stories beyond the ring, setting the stage for potential future rivalries and keeping viewers eagerly anticipating what comes next.